Hello everyone, greetings, welcome, hi, what's up fam, it's James here, introducing you to how people talk about the past. This is just part one. There are 4 parts. There's quite a lot of different pasts in English. Anyway, past simple and continuous, that's the bit we're going to look at today. So, it's tip of the day, and my tip of the day today is whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. This is a fantastic quote. Henry Ford of Ford Motor Car Company. And he is trying to tell us all in a very clever way that if you think you can, then you can. And if you think you can't, well, then you can't. And so this is about confidence, isn't it? Be confident. Yes, I can speak English. I'm a wonderful English speaker. Exactly. And so let us continue. Everything you need to know about the past. Yes, this is the way I'm doing it. I'm giving it you in 4 different parts. This is just part 1. As you can see, this is past simple. Verb plus the ed, and there are irregulars, which you must remember. And then was or were, I was, you were. Verb ing. I helped my friend last week. Simple action. While I was helping my friend, I lost my phone. So we're going to have a look at this, folks. It's easy. Here we are. When people talk about a past action activity, time is known, we use the past simple. We use it with the verb as the ed, or we have irregulars. I'll introduce those in a second. So here it is. It's a simple action in the past, and we know when it happened. So, for example, we might say, I had a nice long lie-in this morning. What is a lie-in, James? Okay, I'll tell you. A lie-in is when you stay in bed longer than normal. And so this is what people do on a Saturday or possibly a Sunday or possibly both to relax, catch up on some sleep. She lived in Paris for 2 years. Ah, c'est fantastique. It was a little bit chilly yesterday. Chilly is a nice English word. It means a little bit cold. A little bit. Now, a little bit. We use this a lot because we're not very direct sometimes. And so here we are, the form. Verb plus ed. Easy, right? It's easy. You just add ed to the verb. But some verbs are irregular, I'm afraid, and there are a lot of them, and you have to use your memory, and I will show you them in a minute. Now, when we want to say negative or question, then we use did. Did. Present do, past did. Did you see? Did he go? She didn't hear. He didn't like. Did you go out last night? No, I didn't feel like it. Nah. Emphasis and ellipsis also. When you want to say strong, I did go out last night. No, you didn't. Yes, I did go out last night. Then we use did. Emphasis. And ellipsis, which means when you don't use the phrase. So, did you go out last night? No, I didn't. And so you can use did for this too. And that's it, folks. Pause and remember. And so here are some of the irregular verbs. Here they are. There are 1 or 2 gaps here. James, you've made a mistake. No, I have not made a mistake. Here we are, spend. Can you see? Top left, orange, spend. What are the 2 forms? They are spent, spent. Yes, yesterday I spent and I have spent. Then we have a gap. Underneath. What were you thinking of, James? Haha, think, thought, thought. Now, I've put these verbs together in some kind of pattern. Can you see there's sort of patterns, aren't there, in these irregular verbs? They're not just completely chaotic. I mean, some of them are, but there is a kind of pattern. Pattern is a repeated structure. Now, I notice that there is also a gap with leave in green below. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Leave. Yesterday, the shop, I left. I left. I have left. Yes. Are there any other gaps? Oh, yes, there are. Here we go. Come on the other side in orange. Come. Yesterday I came. Ah, but I have come. How strange English people are. Any more gaps? Yes, I'm afraid so. Sing. La. Sing. Yesterday I sang. And I have sung. Sing, sang, sung. Shrink, shrank, shrunk. Sink, sank, sunk. Swim, swam, swum. You get the idea. And one more. Eat. Yesterday I ate. I have eaten. Yes, pronunciation a little bit. Well, you've got two choices with that, I think. Eat, ate, or eat, ate. You will hear both. We have some more. Oh, thank you, James, for giving us some more. You're welcome. Yes, there are lots, folks. So just pause and try to remember, maybe. I'm going to move on. And here we go, past continuous. Now, past continuous is almost always used with the past simple. It's when two things happen at the same time. You see, this is how we use the past continuous. And we use I was, verb ing, you were, verb ing. For example, it was pouring when I woke up this morning. Pouring is the way that English people say heavy rain. Pour. It was pouring when I woke up this morning. Last night, they were talking about going to Spain. Last night, action, they were talking about going to Spain. I was having a shower when you called. I met my boyfriend while I was traveling around Europe. That's it. Yes. And you just need to remember, I was staying, she, he, it was staying, but you were staying, we were staying, you were staying, they were staying. Okay, it's practice time, folks. Yes, you can't escape. Here we go. So, I tried to work last night, but I be exhausted. Well, I think both are possible here. But with the adjective, it's simple, was. I tried to work last night, but I was exhausted. Or I was trying to work, meaning continuously trying to work. Continuously. It was an activity, not an action. So both are possible. Interesting. This time last year, I was studying for my exams. This time last year, past simple, I was studying. You in Twickenham yesterday, you, yes, of course. I, action, saw you. You, activity, were walking towards the station. Now, it, both, yes, I'm afraid so. It snowed all day yesterday, if you want to report a fact. It was snowing if you want to report an activity. You see, there's a small difference, but both are possible. Yes, English is not mathematics, folks. Yes, it's chaotic, just like you and me. It still snowed this morning. I think this sounds like an activity. So I'm going to say, it was still snowing this morning. I think that's the best one. Yesterday we go for a lovely walk along the river. I think this is an action. Yesterday we went for a lovely walk along the river. Now, I think I want to say activity and time. It was lovely. The sun was shining and the birds were singing. When William... Now, this is something that happens quickly. And so he walked. When William walked into the room, everybody... Quick or activity? It's quick. Everybody stopped talking. Number 7. You hear what he just said? Now, action, I think. Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what he just said? No, sorry. I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening. Activity, I wasn't listening. There you go. Number 8. While my son, he, activity, action. While I was reading my son's story, he fell asleep. So I, action, closed the book, action, switched out the light and crept downstairs. Creep is walk slowly and quietly. Yes, there's more, I'm afraid. What time, action, did you get in last night? Number 10, how, twist. To twist. How did you twist your ankle? I, action, tripped over the curb while I, activity, was running for the bus. Action. Did you meet? Did you meet Maria's friend at the party last night? I'm not sure. What activity was she wearing? What was she wearing? Joyce is a wonderful student of mine. I miss her. Joyce, action, was in Berlin last week. She, activity, was staying with some friends. Oh, and I put she stayed. Well, both are possible, aren't they? Stayed is reporting a fact. Was staying reporting an activity. They're both okay. On my first day at school, activity, action. I think it's an action. I found my classroom and I sat down and sat. Notice you don't repeat the pronoun, the personal pronoun. It's better English just to say I found my classroom and sat, not I found my classroom and I sat. But small thing. Down next to a guy from Colombia. A guy is natural English for a man, young man. We, action or activity. We were chatting about this and that, this and that. We were chatting about things in general, this and that, all kinds of things. When our teacher, activity or action, it's an action, walked into the room. You'll never guess who I, action or activity, who I, action, who I saw yesterday as I, activity, was running for the train. Last one, folks, last one. You can do it. I think about going to Westfield this morning. Activity or action? Well, both, I think. I thought about going, one thought, fact, action, or I repeated my thinking about it. I couldn't decide, so I was thinking. It's also possible. Slightly different. Action, activity. About going to Westfield, which is a huge shopping centre. We don't say shopping mall. Shopping mall is American English. Shopping centre is British or English, whatever you prefer. But it was raining. It was raining and feel. I felt or I was feeling. Both. With feel, very often you can use both. They're both the same. Simple continuous form. I felt a bit sleepy. I was feeling a bit sleepy. They're both good. So I, action or activity, decide is usually an action. I decided to go the following day, the next day, the following day. And so I'm going to leave you alone, folks. I'm going to wish you goodbye. And I'm going to say, laters.